I will be talking about science, specifically the most famous scientist, or one of the most famous scientists from Morocco. And although Morocco has many famous and well-known people that have made great discoveries and inventions in the field of science, there's one that stands out to me at least. This person is Moroccan scientist Rashid Yazami, who gave us cell phone power. And how did he get here, you may ask? After doing some extensive research, I found a couple reasons that explain Yazami's road to becoming one of the most famous scientists from Morocco. These reasons include his interests as a young boy, his experiences as a teenager, and his determination. Let's start off with his early years. So Yazami, when he was a young boy, had his own home lab by the age of 10. And as a child, he would go on walks in the countryside, collect rocks, and then bring them home to analyze their composition. So you can see that he's already taking interest in science at a very young age, which, shows promise. Next, we're going to move on to his experiences as a teenager. So in his teenage years, his interest turned from geology to chemistry, and he would commonly create hydrogen metal powders and acids and filled balloons and watch them fly. And then in high school, a chemistry teacher and a teacher of chemistry and physics noticed Yazami's passion, and Yazami actually describes this as a turning point in his life, and he remembers that the teacher pointed his finger at him and said that one day Yazami would become a chemist. So next, we're going to move on to the last reason I had listed, which was determination. So after graduating from France's Grenoble National Institute of Technology with a major in chemistry, he discovered the graphite anode just 1 year into his PhD program. The graphite anode is actually used, it's the number one electrode used in rechargeable lithium batteries, which power cell phones and other major technologies, but I'll explain that in a minute. But he presented his idea of the graphite anode at an international meeting in France, where the head of a major company told him that there was no commercial potential with his idea. And Yazami's patent for the graphite anode is now worth $15 billion annually. So, so he was determined to continue on with his idea, even though people shot it down. And the graphite anode is still 30 years after it was invented. It's still the number one electrode used in, like I said, in rechargeable lithium batteries. And lithium batteries are used in cell phones, laptops, cameras, and other technology that we use basically every single day. And last thing I really have to say is, if you think about it, where would we be today without Yazami?